I'm not sure. Wow! This is beautiful. Do you keep the mustache all season long now that the parent club lifted the, I guess, the facial hair thing? Isn't that right? Isn't that what I heard?
Yeah, we've a couple new rules. We can grow some facial hair. As long as we keep it clean, we can wear our pants down. So, it's been a major battle going on for the 6 years I've been here. I've tried to stay out of it, but that's been a major battle, and it's been relaxed for now. So the mustache will stay as long as we win. Believe me, everything we do in baseball relies on how much you win.
Is you get a little force like last year before the season?
Well, actually, I just started growing it a couple weeks ago, so I'm just working on it. I wasn't going to do it, but I took so much heat that everybody wanted me to grow, so I grew it. That was it was rather large when I played.
All right, so baseball.
Baseball. We're going to talk baseball. I like that.
Who is impressing you? What are your thoughts on this club?
I wouldn't say any individual. The thoughts on my club, I'm very excited, especially about the young players we have. It's probably the youngest team that I've brought in here to open a season, and the most talented team that I've had as far as just pure baseball talent. And we've spliced in a few veteran guys, Corky Miller, who was here last year, and Burke and Josh Anderson. We've got some guys that have played the game and been around a little longer, but we've basically all of the guys have been here, but for short periods of time. We've got a good young ball club and a very talented.
Where's the excitement level?
It's always exciting. Opening day is always exciting. I don't care, I don't care how many years you've been in a game. I think the thing you always look for when you think of a championship. And let's face it, I don't care what level you're at. I don't care what you're playing, what sport it is. You think about winning a championship. You think about winning ball games. It's the American way, is to win. I mean, that's why we put W's and L's by everything. And for us, it starts with starting pitching. And we've got 5 very good starting pitchers, probably the best starting pitching that not only we've started a season with, but the best 5 at one time that I've seen put together.
What is it about opening day every year when it comes around? What do you miss about it? What is it?
Well, I think just because it's the first game of the season, it's no different. It's not as important as any other game because we play 144 of them, but it's the excitement. The stands are going to be full. It's the beginning of the season. People want to see what kind of club you have. But once it's over with, it's like, okay, there's not a letdown. That's the one key. Now you just move on to game 2, and then you move on to game 3, and then we get into our repetitions. It's a marathon. When you start the marathon, I don't know if they crack a gun at the beginning of the race, but when everybody takes off, yeah, and then it's okay. Here we go, and that's what baseball season is. It's to get that first game going, and once you get it going, then the fun starts because it's a long race.
And when you open on the road, you get 2 opening days.
Well, you get 2 opening days almost everywhere, and in fact, I was thinking about that earlier. I hope there's only 2 opening days because they're a pain. You like your home opener, but the last thing you want to do is go open with somebody else. I've already been complaining about the schedule they put together in Toledo because it doesn't give us time to get our work in. It doesn't they're a pain when it comes right down to it, but they are fun.
What is Burke? What can he bring to the clubhouse? A guy with that much experience and a guy who's also from Louisville.
Well, the from Louisville, most of these guys, they know it, but that's really insignificant to what he brings to the ball club. I think that's more for the fans. It's very significant. For us, he's just another ball player. What does he bring? He's one of my 30-year-olds that has been to the major leagues. He's played the game for a while. He's got an excellent reputation. He's lived up to that reputation with me. He's a class guy that plays the game the right way. Type of guy, it's easy for me and Teddy and Smokey. We tell these guys how to play the game. We tell them what we want. It's a heck of a lot easier when you have guys like Burke that show them how to play the game. And with that combination, that's why you want those good veterans because they'll show these young guys how to play the game.
Is he one of those guys, obviously you want to see everybody do well, but is he one of the kids that you really wanted a little more from?
No, I want it for all of us. No, I mean, again, you're local. You're from here, and I know. And when I played for the Seattle Mariners, I'm from Seattle. I tell you, I'll be honest with you, it's the most difficult 2 years I've had in a professional game is trying to play at home. He's going to find that out also. It's not easy playing at home. It's a lot more pressure. See, it's like right here. he should be out there stretching with the team, and he's not because he's a local guy and doesn't want to say no. It's going to be an added burden for him, and I don't know if he realizes how added it's going to be, but I'll help him.
Can you talk about Chapman a little?
Well, he's very exciting. I mean, he's very special. When you see the ball come out of his hand, you think, well, that looks good, and then you look at the radar gun and you see 199. You just don't see that. So from that standpoint, he's very special. But the other thing is he's learned changeup very fast. I mean, he's picked up on it. He threw some changeups the other day when I saw him throw for us in spring training that were outstanding pitches. And when a guy's throwing 100 miles an hour and turns around and drops a 90-mile-an-hour fastball or changeup on a guy, which is most guys' fastballs, you realize how special he is. Now, we'll see, one thing, he's never pitched on a 5-day rotation. And he pitched for the Cuban national team, but he pitched once a week. It's very easy to pitch in that rotation. It's going to be very interesting. We're going to keep a careful eye on him to see how he handles pitching in professional baseball.
What trends do you typically see at the beginning of the year from your pitchers and positional players?
Well, usually this time of the year, you want to see guys get into their rhythm and get into some consistency. Worst thing in the world is to run into your slump early in the year for an offensive player because you think it's never going to come to an end. You take that same slump in the middle of the year, and usually they don't have as big a problem. So I'll keep a close eye on guys that maybe struggle offensively early on. And pitching-wise, just throwing strikes. Everybody's going to be strong. They feel good. Sometimes when you feel strong, you overthrow and you lose your command. So, for us to make sure we keep our pitchers under control with their command and we don't let our offensive guys get in too big a slump.
How difficult is the language barrier with Chapman, and how is that?
We're going to have Mario Soto here. I mean, that's always a problem. And it's not so much just the language barrier. He's lived in a communist country his whole life. This is totally different to him. So we've kept a close eye on him. We had Tony Fossas all spring training with him. Now we're bringing Mario Soto in to be with him. Now, he doesn't live with him or anything, but he just makes sure that he knows where he's supposed to be, what he's supposed to do, because this is a totally new country for him.
Any other insight into some guys the Reds might be keeping close tabs on?
Yeah, almost every guy here. I'll be, with 5 days to go in spring training, there were still 40 guys in big league camp. I think I got close to a dozen guys in the last 4 days of spring training. So half my club out here, I just got 4 days ago. It was so they're going to keep a close eye on all those guys. And you've read the papers. You know what we've been looking at. We've got some very good young prospects. Guys like Burke, went and Wilkin Castillo. They went down to the last day to make that major league club, and so for them, it's bittersweet because they have to come down here, but Louisville still is the best AAA ballpark and best city in the league, so it works out for them. All right,
Thank you so much.
You got it.